Good morning, brothers and sisters. Welcome to our New Jersey's Cheon prayer vigil. We will begin by greeting our Heavenly Parents and true parents. Chanjin Champumage Kyungbae. Haro. We will now recite the family pledge, first in Korean.
가정맹세 2. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 천주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 중심, 세계에서는 성인, 천주에서는 성자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Thank you. Now in English. To our family, the owner of Cheongguk pledges to represent and become central to heaven and earth by attending the Heavenly Parent and true parents. We pledge to perfect the dutiful family way of filial sons and daughters in our family, patriots in our nation, saints in the world, and divine sons and daughters in heaven and earth by centering on true love. Thank you. And now we will go into our opening prayer. Can I please ask Miss Andrea Thiemann, if you can just open us in prayer, please.
Good morning. Please join me in prayer. Good morning, our precious Heavenly Parent. Good morning to your parents. Thank you so much for blessing us with this new day. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to once again gather together with brothers and sisters, receive your word, and just be inspired. This last few days we have been going through, the contributions that your parents have made in all different areas, especially the arts, and against communism. And we can see Heavenly Parents how great the impact of your parents' investment in the world, how much they have contributed, especially for Korea to be known throughout the world as a nation who contributes really with a wonderful culture. And how much they have done to bring communism to an end. I know there's so much that needs to be done still to completely eradicate communism from this world, but we recognize, Heavenly Parent, all the contributions that our parents have made, and we are so proud and so grateful that we are part of such a movement, that we have such leadership that shows us the true example of what your sons and daughters are meant to be and how we are meant to contribute in this world. Thank you. Thank you for giving us a new day and an opportunity to get together once again and continue to study Dr. Mother's memoir and continue to be inspired. And we pray that everything that we take in, Heavenly Parent, can be used in our day-to-day lives, that we can feel motivated and inspired to be change makers, to be people who can greatly contribute to our own communities, and that can make our homes, create environments in our homes that can allow our children to grow healthy, physically, spiritually, and that this environment can be multiplied into our. So thank you so much for this day. Thank you for guiding us always, for loving us. We love you, Heavenly Parent. And we offer up this prayer of gratitude in the names of all brothers and sisters gathered here. And in my name, Andrea Thiemann, and team of family.
Ju, thank you so much, Ms. Thiemann, for that beautiful opening prayer. Alrighty, we'll now go into our morning light stretches. We will begin by taking 3 big deep breaths in and out. Okay, so breath in and out. Another one in and out. And one more in and out. Alrighty, okay. For the morning light stretches today, I invite everyone to stand up if you can. If you can't, that's okay. Alrighty, let's see if I can move this. Okay, we'll start with bringing your leg up. 5, 4, 3, Other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and bring it back. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit something different. If you can grab either a couch or a chair, and we're gonna do leg swings. Okay, you just go back and forth. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. And Dr. Hendricks inspired me. We're going to do 10 air squats. Okay. All right. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Felt that in my legs. Jeez. Okay. All right. In the last 10 seconds, you'll just stretch or massage any body part you feel needs it. Okay. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Hopefully everyone's wide awake, warm, and ready to share any appreciations and gratitude for today. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Welcome back, everyone. I had a beautiful breakout room with Mr. and Mrs. Beebe and Mr. and Mrs. Lewis couple. It was a very lovely breakout I had. I was asked to share my appreciation today, so I'll just quickly share my gratitude. I was sharing how I was grateful for our weekly DP studies. Yesterday we had our DP study, and my beautiful sister Yumin was able to share her lecture and her gratitude with happiness. So she had a lecture about happiness, and it was really beautiful to see everyone get out of their comfort zone and share what they really feel in their heart. And yeah, and I was really grateful for these weekly DPs. And my second gratitude is today is the last day of January. And so it made me reflect, have I been doing the changes that I told myself I would do for the new year? So today I'll be doing a lot of reflecting, taking notes on, have I done the things that I told myself I would do? Do I need to change a few things? But yeah, a lot of reflecting will be done today, seeing all the things that I have achieved already or have been slacking on. But yes, that is my gratitude and appreciation today. I will ask a couple though if they could share quickly. Can I ask Mr. and Mrs. Lewis if they could share their appreciation and gratitude?
Okay, hello. My gratitude is very, very simple. I was just sharing how I appreciate our younger daughter Hannah, that she's sometimes makes dinner or lunch, and she makes effort to make kind of healthy kind of meals. So yesterday she made a burger alternative, like a vegan burger. I think it was made of black beans, but she put onions and mushrooms in a bun, and it was very good, very nice, and air fried sweet potatoes. So I do appreciate that effort to keep us healthy as we get a bit older, right? So that's it. That was my
Okay. All right. And my appreciation goes to my younger brother, Marcus. It's his birthday today. So I'm going to give him a call. And I really appreciate his filial piety towards my parents while they were alive. You know, while I was living overseas, he was just every day checking in with them, made sure they had everything. And he took over the family business. And he's very artistic, very sensitive as well. And just very loving brother. So I'm very blessed to have a younger brother like that. So I want to give a little love by calling him today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. and Mrs. Lewis, for your sharing. We will now be moving on to True Mother's memoir. So please prepare your hearts and your minds as we listen to Reverend Poband as she shares the reading and her insights for today. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I am waiting for the words. Thank you. Our Japanese members had great expectations for the paper, but found that maintaining a newspaper is like climbing a hill carrying a heavy load on a dark night. Left-wing groups opposed us in every conceivable way. At the same time, however, Seikanipo gained support from law-abiding citizens and anti-communist organizations. It became a newspaper loved by the Japanese people. The power of truth protected Japan from communism, and to this day, Seikanipo fearlessly reports the objective truth. In the early 1981, when my husband and I heard that the Washington Star, the conservative voice in Washington, D.C., was closing down, we were concerned. There were two well-established newspapers in that city, the Washington Star and the Washington Post. The Washington Star, which had been in operation for over 130 years, had run into financial difficulties. Soon there would be only one newspaper in the most politically powerful city of the United States, and that newspaper, the Washington Post, was left-leaning in its editorial stance. There was a need for a newspaper in Washington that would protect faith, freedom, and family values, and no American conservatives were willing to step into the breach. When my husband and I decided to take this on, people trying to be prudent and wise told us again and again that it would be difficult to publish a newspaper in a capital of the United States. We had never shied away from the task because it was difficult, and we didn't then. Right. So, as usual, I like to go paragraph by paragraph. And the first paragraph is, in fact, the last paragraph from the last section. And I focused in particular on the phrase, left-wing groups opposed us in every conceivable way. But law-abiding citizens and anti-communists loved the paper. Sometimes when I look at the world, and especially if I listen to the news, which I frankly speaking don't care to listen to, it always focuses so much on those negative things. But good people, law-abiding citizens, and anti-communists love the paper. God is really depending on good, common people. And I think that we need to also, that we need to really recognize the strength of the so-called silent majority and reach out to those people. And there's certainly more of them than there are of the naysayers. It's just that the naysayers have a lot more, have a much bigger voice because they do work in the media. Anyway, I'm really grateful, which brings me to the second paragraph. And I have to say these second and third paragraph, the whole story of the Washington Times really inspires me. And it inspires me because true parents have never backed down. That attitude is just so inspiring. In the first paragraph, I should say this is about the whole book. Whenever I hear mothers say, my husband and I were concerned, my husband and I spoke about something, I wish that I could be a fly on the wall to hear those conversations. I think about even my husband and I when we are in the quiet of the night, lying down and start talking. Those conversations are so precious because they're simple. They're not complicated by the busyness of the day, but they're just, we can really think about things. And I think about true parents. What were those conversations like? I reflect on it often. Every time I hear it, my husband and I just wonder how they spoke. What did they speak about as they spoke about the Washington Times? That just is a little aside. But anyway, the next two paragraphs basically are so inspiring because true parents didn't back down. I was reminded also of the fact that I worked in religious youth service for many years, and I remember that there was one time when the trainer who was doing the orientation asked the question of the group, what did you learn from RYS? What do you most want to carry back? And there was this one brother who kind of summed it up so beautifully, and he said, I learned to look for a need and to fulfill that need. I looked for the need and I fulfill that need. And it's really so profound because that seems to be a reflection also of true parents' life, of looking for needs that will on behalf of God, and then finding a way to fulfill the need. True parents have done that their whole life. Father did it, mother continues to do it, and continues to inspire us to do that as well. Um, there was a wise Chinese woman who said to me once, um, you have to focus not on the problem itself. You have to focus on the solution. And I see when I think about the Washington Times that true parents saw the problem of the Washington Times, that no one was no one actually in the United States was willing to take up the task of becoming a voice, a conservative voice, or the voice of God in Washington, D.C. And therefore they picked up that need. And the key phrase is really that people told us that it would be difficult, but we never shied away from the task because it was difficult, and we didn't do it that time either. That's the spirit that I'm inspired by in this reading today. Find a need and fulfill it, and not to shy away to the difficulties that come to us. Difficulties will always come to us. So that's my thought for today. Kind of simple, but nonetheless. God bless you all. Have a good day. Take care.
Wow, thank you so much, Mrs. Pobans, for those beautiful insights for today. I'm sure everyone got a lot from what the reading was today and all the insights that Ms. Pobans have. So please feel free to share any takeaways, keywords, sentences in the chat so we can read later. We will now go into our breakout rooms and share any takeaways. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Welcome back, everyone. I had an amazing breakout room with Mr. Hamad and Mrs. Roberts. I will ask one person to share today. If I can ask Mr. Hamad if you could share your takeaway today.
Okay, good morning, family. I'm very grateful to be here today because always mother trying her best to remind us who we are. And true parent came to physical world to build the peace in the world and bring all people together. And this reading remind me that she is trying her best to remind us we are here to build peace in the world and bring people together and remind us our main mission is just building peace and love people. And I like what Janet shared and in our breakout session because true parents, when they do this, they are not thinking of themselves. They're thinking of us. We have to, they do their thing to bring us in a situation that we can live in happiness and loving environment. So I hope that we can remind ourselves every day we are here as peace builder, not a divider. And peace builder, not from political point of view, but from God's point of view. That's what I have today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hamad, for your sharing today. Please feel free, everyone, to share any takeaways in the chat. I will see if we have a few people and I can read it out loud. Alrighty, okay, we'll start with Mr. Chris Binary. He said, words for today, faith, freedom, and family. Yes. Dr. Hendrick, it's a big aside. True parents talking and praying together is a model for all couples. Jew. And then, Mr. Klofa, aside, keyword from Carol's reflection. And then Mr. Lewis, I'll read a little bit, there's quite a bit, but our Japanese members had great expectations for the paper, but found that maintaining a newspaper is like climbing a hill carrying a heavy load on a dark night. Left-wing groups opposed us in every conceivable way. At the same time, however, Sakai Nippo gained support from law-abiding citizens and anti-communist organizations. It became a newspaper loved by the Japanese people. The power of truth protected Japan from communism. To this day, Sakai Nippo fearlessly reports objective truth. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. Please continue to share so everyone can read the chat. We will now be moving on to our Chunshimwon prayer. I will now be passing it on to Pastor Takino for any announcements and closing prayer for today. Thank you.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. So every Tuesday, we have a national leaders call centering on Reverend Dunkley. And as you already heard, USA new kind of the new slogan or new mission, new statement is a God's dream, one family. God's dream, one family. Very simple, but this is us, our organization. God's dream, one family. And so as I shared yesterday, please, please continue to pray for Zachary and Sumika baby's second baby. She's still critical situation. And she really appreciate, Mrs. Sumika really appreciate our prayer. So yeah, we appreciate people who pray in the 40 hours chain prayer. I think we finished, but please continue to pray. And also Pastor Crescentia and Layton, she's going to have a surgery. So please continue to pray for her. She knew our prayer. She sent me text and also appreciate your prayers. And tonight we have a YAM gathering. So once a month there is a YAM in-person service leading by the Joe Leonardo. But since she stepped down, but we wanna create, Pastor Naokimi want to have a brainstorm meeting today, and how we can move forward this young generation, next generation, connect each other and create a space or support them. So tonight, everyone, we are inviting the young people who are usually attending to young or young adults and young couples, hub, and go staff. So please come to join the dinner together. And also Friday, this coming Friday, Pastor Naokimi inviting the all young adult, next gen people, next gen, next gen members, and he like to share the priority of True Mother. So we had a national leaders conference, and he didn't share to the youth member second gen yet. So he like to share what is the priority of True Mother, and also he like to share the national conference, leaders conference we had at the Belvedere. So he like to share. And we like to talk to more detail, but True Parents' birthday is coming soon, February, and we like to celebrate True Parents' birthday on February 18. And yes, so let's prepare what is our best gift for True Parents. So please join me prayer, brothers and sisters. Heavenly Parents and True Parents, we love you. We miss you so much. I can't forget when I was in Belvedere, when I was in East Garden. We listen to True Father's message, sometimes more than 10 hours. We are singing together. We are watching the soccer game. We go to the fishing tournament. Even I'm a young member, America. Because I'm in America, I have a personal experience with True Parents. America, blessed by God. America, really hope by True Parents. Any other countries, even they are dedicate their life more than 20 years, 30 years, they don't have such an experience because simply True Parents couldn't be there. But America, bless a lot. Blessing, but responsibility. The elder son nation, we have a responsibility to love all other younger nations. As the elder son nation, we have a responsibility to take care of the parents nation. God, True Parents' birthday coming. What I can prepare my gift for True Parents. We have 3 weeks. I'm praying And I'm preparing my gift for true father and true mother. And I pray, brother and sister, really difficult situation, family, really critical situation, or need God's guidance. Please, God, be with them and guide them, protect them, because they are your children. I pray before this, my name, Atsushi Takino, Namiko Takino, Blessed Central Family. Adieu.
Ju, please feel free to unmute for unison prayer.
Good morning, Heavenly
Hi,
Father.
good morning, dearly parent. Thank you so much, Heavenly Guardian Father. Thank you for the brand new day here in America. We are your children, sons and daughters, Father. What a great blessing. What a great honor, Father. Even when I'm 67 years old, Father, you still did better for me. I remember I was only 23 years old, Father. Me, when I met you, Father.
Yes,
Oh,
Lord,
Father,
Heavenly
44 years
Father.
past, Father.
With the
I was a young man, but now physically I'm
love,
old man.
parents, and best
I
in
am
America
grateful.
and around the world.
I know that
That
my
your
effort needs
hope
is
is
for your
to have
good.
a family,
I'm
to
hungry
establish our families,
for victory and
our
victorious.
family, good family, and bless us.
Thank you, Father.
So
Thank you,
grateful
Father.
until this moment
Thank you, and I pray,
that
Father, to do my best
with our children,
to
I pray
bless
for my family.
no matter what, no matter
Thank
what. Father, let me go good. I'll do my best, give my best, and offer my best.
the word
Father, thank
to
you,
touch
Father. Thank
our
you so
heart.
much.
The word
Father, I pray, pray,
we can work with this
bring it before
the
you.
day
Yes, Father. I bring this before
love
you, Father.
our heart available to be an answer
Thank you, and thank
our
you.
brothers and sisters.
Thank you, Father. What
In
great love is.
Heavenly
You
parents,
worked
thank
in your
you
way
for
of
this
to
good
be inside my
for
son. Let us
the
carry it away.
the beloved
Thank you,
mother,
Lord.
care of
Amen.
son,
Thank you for the victory once again, Heavenly Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you so much.
great
What a
Lord,
blessing.
pray
What a
for
blessing.
only
Father, I'm so sorry sometimes. Short.
balance and
Father,
really
I really am
everything
myself.
being
I'm holding on. But Father, oh Father, oh
very
Father,
much
I need this, Father. I
stay
need it.
with
Thank you, Father. So much to tell.
and
Thank you, Father. Thank you so
and
much.
come down
Yes, Lord.
and together think about
Oh,
and
thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Everything is
say
given to
thank
us. Let's pray. Go for march on in victory. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Lord. For you. Go beyond all difficulty. Let's recharge us. We cannot forget who we see. We cannot forget our duty. We must do nothing for you. Thank you, Father. Father, thank you. And please, Father, take me through every week, Father. Every week before you. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you, ready for you. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you. Oh, Father. Oh, Father. Oh, Father. Oh, Father. Oh, Father. Much attention, Father. Thank you for the brand new day. Oh, Father. Thank you, Lord, for sure. Oh, Father. Father. You are best. Best. Thank you, Father. Thank you.
Ju, Ju, Ju. Thank you, everyone, for this prayer. Well, that concludes today's Cheon prayer visual. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. I hope everyone has a happy Wednesday and last day of January. And have a great day, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Yes.